Welcome to the College Career Pathways info session. I hope you enjoy. My name is Nia Benton Roberson. I am the Program Development Associate for Rush Education and Career Hub, and these are some of the programs that I work with here at Reach. We also have Dallas Ryan, who is going to be our secondary contact for College Career Pathways. She is in our chat room right now answering any questions. If you miss any part of this, you can ask her any questions, as well as this session will be constantly replaying until the end of our event. And so you can always go back if you need to. I'm going to start us out with a little video, and then we'll go into the logistics of the program.
College Career Pathways is a paid 8-week summer internship program targeted for college freshmen and sophomores. The 2-year program offers students a cohort experience with weekly seminars, career skills development, technical training, community service, and most importantly, hands-on career exposure through placements in hospital departments and our partner organizations.
Programs like Reach are really important, mainly because I was that student where I had no idea how I was going to get kind of like my toes wet in the medicine industry. And my ultimate goal is to become a cardiovascular surgeon, which is exactly what I'm watching and doing and participating in up in the unit. And it's been amazing. I've scrubbed in, I've seen a bunch of things. I've seen some surgeries that I didn't even think existed.
They're able to get their certifications, get hands-on learning, as well as take classes with myself where we focus on racial disparities within healthcare disparities, and equity in the healthcare field.
I was placed in the emergency department at Rush. I had the opportunity to work closely with experts in their field. I got my certificates in CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and I also took some training in EPIC. I feel my experience has been eclectic. Not only have I gotten to see how real compassion looks like, Rush definitely understands the need for inclusivity. Just looking around Rush, I see how diverse the healthcare workers are. Oftentimes as healthcare workers, we focus on treating patients, but I feel that as a potential future healthcare worker, it is also incumbent upon me to advocate for the needs of those who desperately need healthcare in my community.
These programs that we bring to the community are for everyone. And we want to make sure that students all across this city understand that regardless of their background, regardless of their income, and regardless of their citizenship status, that this is a program that is meant for them because they are our future and they are the city of Chicago.
From paid internships to hands-on lab experiences and personal advising, we ensure students have the context, network, and experience needed to jumpstart their career. We are developing the next generation of healthcare leaders.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that. So, like the video said, we are 8-week internship program. This program is 2 years long, and so we have year 1 students and year 2 students. And this year we are going to be aiming for a total of 25 students, meaning that we're only going to be selecting about 12 to 13 students for the first cohort of the 2-year program. Things that you should expect is definitely hands-on learning, working alongside medical staff and faculty, experience with indirect patient care, supervised direct patient care, and direct patient engagement, community building and community engagement, and then engaging in readings, audios, videos that navigate conversations surrounding inequities and disparities in the healthcare field to reflect, engage in critical thinking and problem solving. You typically will have a 32-hour week. No one's week is the same, so it's kind of hard to answer the question about what's your day-to-day going to be like. But I can give you some hints in our next slide. But typically, you'll have about a max of 24 hours per week in a department, and then 8 hours that is going to be spent on the seminars, lectures, workshops, book club, field trips, and other things that may come into play. The students who are in our program are in a wide variety of different departments all over Rush, as well as Rush Oak Park and Rush, the Rush downtown office. And so there are a couple of locations that you can go, but it's typically based off, your interests and what's available to your schedule. The students are typically going to be available during our summers and winters. Summers are required and winters are optional. And the students are also paid $5,000 before taxes. A typical week for a CCP student, it's typically like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday unit rotation with a Wednesday book club. No student of our program for CCP works on Wednesdays. We always do lectures or book club on those days. It's also the days where high school students are in the unit, and so we need to give them time to have some attention from the staff there. And so we take you out of that unit during those days. Fridays are typically field trips, and sometimes they're unit rotations for folks who have like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And then we have some community engagement events that happen every once in a while. Some of the topics that we've had for our Wednesday book club sections are like healthcare legislation that we did in 2020. We did prison healthcare, which was super engaging in 2021. Our environmental healthcare had a lot of guest speakers this past year. And then next year, we're going to be doing human experimentation for the future of healthcare. And then the year next, we're going to be doing body terrorism. Typically, these topics are focused on the good, the bad, and ugly of healthcare, because while healthcare is an amazing field to be in, it also has some harsh truths that are attached to it. Your eligibility requirements include that you must be enrolled in a 2 to 4 year post-secondary institution. That can also be a certification program. And if you're undergraduate, as long as you are a rising sophomore or senior, you are good, sophomore through senior, I'm sorry, you're good to go. Minimum GPA is a 2.5, and you have to complete our Rush Health Screen, which is basically a drug test, all right? We typically prefer students who have CPR first aid, and is a resident of the Rush Anchor Mission communities, but that is not required at all whatsoever. We have students all over the country who are part of our program. And then we also welcome undocumented refugee, asylum, and DACA students to apply to our program, and they are typically selected as well. When you want to apply to our program, you just go on our website, reachoutrush.org, and you go into the college section that's under our programs. You will need a resume, a government issued ID, your medical records, which includes your immunizations and your proof of vaccination, and an official transcript. Once we have all those items collected from you, your application will be reviewed, and then we will do an interview. Our applications are going to be opening December 19th, and then they close February 17th of 2023. Interviews are going to be March 13th to 24th, and then we will be sending out our final decisions about who is in the program April 10th. The important dates to be mindful of, again, is our opening dates. We are going to have some application assistance sessions for you all. So January 6th, January 27th, and February 11th are going to be big days where our program helps students in the who are applying to our program to provide us with an excellent application. And then just remember that applications close February 17th. And then these are some other dates that you might find mindful. I will also like to state that our orientation week is the first day of program. And so being able to make the first day of orientation week is super important, not only to our program, but also to your acceptance. So just be mindful of these dates. And you'll see this again once we repeat this session. If you're interested in signing up for any of these application assistance or interview assistance workshops, you can take the time to scan the page now for whatever date that you would like. Our application assistance sessions are typically on a Friday from 4 to 5:30, and then our interview assistance is going to be on a Saturday from 10 to 11:30. If you have any questions past this session, please feel free to talk to Dallas in the chat, or you can definitely watch this over again. We might have answered your question earlier in this presentation, or you can just email us at reachcollegeprograms@rush.edu, and we'll be able to answer your questions within 72 hours. If you have any more comments or anything like that, and you enjoyed this session, please make sure you inform the program collaborators for this, because we love coming back and talking to you all. And thank you so much for joining us.